College disappears from all. Every critic asks, why college life is not there? Why college life is not there? You spent in such a beautiful place. Yes, it's a beautiful place on the seashore and all. Like when I try to sit and think about college, no, I am sitting in the library and reading the book. That's the only thing I can remember.
Only engineering.
So, no, that also is because of it. Okay, even maybe I could score well and do well in academics. Is to do that one. If you think that's the reason why you became good at academics, it hurts me. It hurts me. It's not a joy. Yeah.
I missed the first part, but how did you come? How did you get confidence and face it?
Yeah, it is the reason actually. What happened is, I was in closet for almost like 38, 13 and 40 years. I think. Then I went into depression. Okay, depression is such a bad depression. I could not sleep for months. It's my sleep was gone. Sleep such a nice, so good in sleeping in childhood. As soon as I get into the bus, within 2 minutes, before the conductor puts the whistle, I used to sleep. And sometimes in BTM layout and all, you know that traffic is so high, right? So once or twice, when I was in the traffic and I was in the car, okay, because there's so 120, 130 numbers they will show, right? I slept. And all the cars have gone. And traffic police came and woke me up, go, like that. See, that's how good I was in sleeping. And suddenly when everything started falling, you don't know what you are kind of a thing, started boggling me, I lost my sleep. I did not realize that is the reason for some time. I went through such a bad phase, and then I started talking to psychiatrists. I had to go through a lot of medication and all because of that. Okay, then they said, this is what is going to happen if you hide something. So luckily I got a good psychiatrist, otherwise they scare you. So many of the psychiatrists are also homophobic, unfortunately. Many of them are homophobic, so you have to go to the right person. So when I went and he said something hide, I said, my life is more important than anything else. I need to sleep peacefully. I need to have a better life. Then I said, I need to come out. There's a need for it. Then I started telling one by one. I started getting confidence. In fact, I used to play squash with a person. He's now in US. So he's a married man with this nice kid and all. And by the time I had published a lot of books and I was well known across Karnataka, right? And I wanted to tell him because I play with squash with him, so open up to him. And I went and I told him, hey, I'm coming out with all these things, I'm telling to all my friends. He looked at me for a few minutes and said, you're so lucky. That's why you're making so many achievements. With the family. He started telling all problems of his life. I want them to tell them everything. And face all the problems. And he started telling, I don't get any time for myself. I can't write. I can't do anything. Every time you had to keep on earning I had to give money for my son. I had to give money for my wife. Everybody I had to give money. I cannot do any achievements with the family. You are so lucky. You started praising me. I got good. Then I said, okay, there are different opinions about it. Different opinions. And find a lot of humor actually, if you really like humor. So there was one scene which I wanted to tell always, like when I was going through the searching for a house for rent, okay, in Jayanagara, like South Indians, they never give house rent for a bachelor, right? That guy was very much particular. He had a nice, good-looking daughter also. So the top floor was the house, okay, and he went on telling, and finally he agreed, okay, and while signing the document with great courage, he told me, but you cannot bring girls to the home. I can assure you, sir. And finally I asked him, I was a little bit in a fun mood, if I bring boys, is it? So you can bring, no problem. can laugh on your own, like you don't realize, like in a marriage function actually, I still remember the marriage function. What had happened, one family had come, the relative had come, he had a very good looking son and also he had a daughter, okay? And generally in my North India and all, while sleeping we don't have separate room and all those, they will just put a carpet and you have to sleep next to each other, okay? And what has happened, I have slept at one place and it has happened naturally, next to me there was an old lady, she was sleeping on that, and then that good looking daughter was sleeping there, and the son and his father had gone for something outside, okay? And by the time those two came inside, I'm still awake, little bit of awake, so then this lady who was old lady, she went to toilet. As soon as the father became so annoyed, you can never trust a boy. Go and sleep, there is no reason. But the good looking boy. Like a homophobia, if you take even homophobia, I was there in this Kailas Manasarora trip, right? And there was a slightly an elder man was there with me. He's from Bangalore. So he wasn't good at English, so he could speak English, so he used to feel very comfortable with me. And we were going from one place to another place. In one particular place, we had to stay 2-3 days there, okay? I used to sleep next to him actually. So we generally you become group, 5 people, 6 people. You become group. Like you always prefer to be within one tent and all. He used to sleep next to me. What happened in one place? You get a lot of pains and all body pains, right? There will be generally some men will be there inside those that area, where the tents and where you are going to stay, campsite. So they will come and they'll say, "We'll do massage for you, sir." Okay, massage for you. And this man wanted to go for the massage, okay? So I said, "Oh, go ahead." And I believe that man was a gay. I really don't know. So while massaging, he has touched his parts, okay? And this guy got so scared, and he's not leaving me. He said, "You have to be next to me. I'm so scared of you." The whole entire trip, he was dependent on you sleep next to me. She didn't know. That's what I'm telling you, homophobia, how it was. I know, I will never get attracted to that person. It's slightly senior person. But whole of the entire 30 days, he was literally begging me to sleep next to him. Because he's afraid with one incident which happened there, in between.
That's how homophobia plays in you.
Yes, that's what is going to happen. So coming out, he said, when I became sleepless nights, I said, I had to, because it was too much. I can tell you, it was too much. Everything, all my creativity, everything was lost at one time actually. So I started thinking even suicidal. I was very suicidal. I started thinking I had to die. There's no other option for me. If someone who has gone through depression, they will understand what I am talking about. It's extremely bad phase. So then, of course, help came to me in various forms. So then once I said, this is going to help me. I said, yes, let me go through. Let me die. So it's no problem. It's going to save me. I said, it really helped. Now I feel more confident. Still, I go to sleepless nights sometimes whenever I get tense, because once you are depressed, depression keeps visiting you now and then. But I know how to handle it in a much better way. I'll never think of suicide any time. So that much of confidence I have. Even if I get depression, I know how to handle it. So I'm much better. But most of the LGBT community go through the depression. They go through the depression. Yeah.
So in the interest of time, it's close to 4 o'clock. If you are leaving, you can take a look at his books. Are they available for your signature?
Yeah. I can use it.
Purchase. It's right in Jasmine. If you want to take a look at Kannada books. And we can continue with this conversation.
Even if you are a non-Kannadiga, I request you to buy one Kannada book and give it to your Kannada friend, okay? The regional books, regional language, whether it's Kannada, Telugu, Tamil or Malayalam, they're not doing well. Because of the English dominance, the regional language is losing its flavor. Kannada, if you look at all the 4 South Indian languages, Kannada has really achieved extensively in the literature. They have done so many good authors have come, so many good literature is there. Still here we are struggling to sell our books, right? So there is a need to support the regional language books actually. So that's why, so even if you are a non-Kannadiga, buy a book and give present it to someone, a Kannada person who reads.
So, good segue to some of the books you have, be it Manishe.
No, one Mohanaswamy is a cake collection actually. So that's the one book which is there. That's the gay stories which I have written. Of course, it's coming in English in October. HarperCollins is bringing that book. So it's all getting ready now. So I'm all waiting for that. HarperCollins will bring it in this October. So editing is going on now. All the English translation has been done. Everything is going on. So you'll be able to read that in English and everything. But other than that, other stories. I have written this Mohanaswamy after almost 11, 12 books. Till then, I had never written anything about that. So people were all very. I had a big fan base. I have even now.
How did your fan base react?
They started crying. Why did you write this book, kind of a thing? Why did you write this book? We had such an impression on you. You were such a nice man. Why did you write this? As if it's not nice, actually. That's the kind of thing. But later on, they're accepting it. They can feel the pain and suffering which has gone through by that person. So Mohanaswamy, I created a character because fiction, when you are writing, you can't write autobiographical. So it has to have some fictional element as well as some experiences which you have, right? So I was good at writing the short story skill I had already, because already I had published 5 short story collections by then. So and 5 essays and 1 novels and all that. So writing was easy, but topic was new for Kannada. Topic was brand new to Kannada. But one book, it's Namamma Andre Nangishta, means I love my mother, has gone through 16 reprints. Okay, so more than 16,000 books I have sold. Generally, when they read that book, people will buy all my books. That is the trick. Okay, whenever they read that book, they will read all my books. Once they read one book, so they will read all my books. So it will be nice if you buy. I'll be happy to autograph it and give it to you. Yeah. And Kannada books are so less priced, and they're not at all like English.